Generally speaking, though, are going to be mainly clear except for a couple of clouds to our north and west. Temperatures dropping down into the low and middle 30s, but with that wind sustained at about 20 miles an hour, it is going to feel a whole lot colder out there, so make sure you're bundling up and dressing in layers. Taking a look at the weather timeline for tomorrow, it's windy and brisk. Temperatures dropping down to about 47. All of this under a mixture of sun and clouds. Mostly sunny on Thursday. It's sunny but breezy with a high of about 45, and even cooler still on St. Patrick's Day, where Jerry the Jersey Leprechaun is saying that we're going to be dealing with some lucky morning snow showers that could lead to some light accumulation. Stick around. In less than 10 minutes, I'm going to have a look at your pinpoint forecast, and that's your News 12 New Jersey weather on the ones.
Tonight, police in Perth Amboy are still investigating an alleged stabbing between sisters. Officers say a 16-year-old girl is behind bars for wounding her 14-year-old sibling. We can now tell you the 16-year-old is charged with attempted murder. If she is tried as an adult, Bertha Rodriguez could face 25 years in jail. Her 14-year-old sister Angie is in serious but improving condition at University Hospital in Newark. A 17-year-old from Rahway High School is attacked and stabbed to death while visiting with friends in Elizabeth. News 12 New Jersey's Chris Keating reports many of Jeff Pyrus's classmates are still in a state of shock and mourning as police try to find his killer.
At Rahway High School, many of those who knew Jeff Pyrus or played football with the 17-year-old are in disbelief over his death.
I mean, it's terrible. Like, that could happen to anybody, and it was all unnecessary. I don't think that, you know, it should have resulted this way.
It shouldn't have happened. He was too young. He was only a sophomore.
According to family members, this was a happy time for Pyrus. On the day of the attack, he received his driving permit and headed on over to his old home in Elizabeth to brag to family and friends. But soon after arriving at the apartment complex, things would change for the worse. According to family, the teenager was inside this apartment complex visiting friends. He left for just a moment to get some food, but when he did so, he was confronted and stabbed in the chest. His body would be found in this park. Today, friends continue to stop by and pay their respects. Police, meanwhile, have yet to make an arrest, and they're not sure if Pyrus knew his attacker. Back at school, the death still hasn't settled into the minds of some of his teammates.
I'm just sitting here thinking about, like, it's hard to believe he's gone because I just saw him on Friday, and now he's gone. It's like, it's hard to believe sometimes.
In Rahway, Chris Keating, News 12 New Jersey.
It's been a tough time for Rahway students. Last week, the high school lost another classmate who died. Today marks the 10-year anniversary of a murder in Monmouth County that grabbed national headlines. Kathy Weinstein got the final 46 minutes of her life on tape while pleading with her kidnapper. She managed to start a tape recorder while she was being abducted. Today, friends and colleagues at Thorne Middle School in Middletown remembered the teacher who died March 14th of 1996. Michael Lassane was just 16 at the time. He admitted he kidnapped and later killed the teacher because he wanted her car. 10 years later, friends talked about the crime and the time they spent with Weinstein.
My most common memory of Kathy is walking down the hall and seeing this tiny, tiny person in big spike heels looking up at a tall 8th grader and talking very softly to them about how they could be better.
Unfortunately, the people close to her will have to watch as the circumstances surrounding Weinstein's death are brought to light again. Back in 2004, Lassane's sentence was thrown out after it was learned his mother had an affair with his attorney. Just last month, Lassane withdrew his guilty plea. He was indicted, setting the stage for a trial. Iraq is dealing with a rash of execution-style killings. Straight ahead, hear what people are blaming for that violence. Also, Senator Robert Menendez offers an amendment to increase funds for port security. See how much it will help and how much it will cost. Right now, let's take a look at those closing numbers on Wall Street.
Hey, Greenbrook, you're watching News 12 New Jersey, as local news gets.
Once again, everyone knows that stress increases cortisol. Cortisol increases belly fat. And Relacor is the #1 belly fat pill across America. But here's what you don't know. While millions are taking Relicore to help reduce belly fat, millions more use Relicore as a feel-good pill.
Well, I'm the type of person that's very energetic, but at the same time I can get stressed. Planning a wedding, there's so many details and there's so many choices that you have to make, and we get really stressed.
When I'm stressed, I reach for Relicore, and it is a godsend.
My wife really does notice because I come home, I'm more calm throughout the night. I'm able to focus with her and the kids.
I just love Relicore. You take Relicore, you feel great. It's that simple.
So whether you want to reduce belly fat or reduce stress, there's only one Relicore. Relicore, the feel-good pill that helps reduce belly fat. Relicore, it's easy. You'll love it.
Call 1-800-335-8038. That's 1-800-335-8038. Call now.
Now there's a way to turn your wasted space into your family's